Let alone that 40-minute decision, baby. I would have had to drop. If I was Low or Val, I would have been, bye, back first. You hear me?
Hell
Because
fucking yes.
welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Love Overboard on Hulu. We are discussing everything from episode 4 up until the finale. So we finishing this thing on out, and thank God. Okay. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I am an attorney and a pop culture writer. And before we get into this episode of Love Overboard, please make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell and be in the comments and let us know your thoughts, because this one has not had a lot of chatter, at least on our channel. But also it's been a difficult watch for me because it's very entertaining. But I'm like, y'all can't be serious. Like, this is so unserious. All these men are unserious. It's like, you're not worth my time watching this tomfoolery. The women, some of them too. Some of them, Val.
Yeah.
Not trying to say that, but Val and her friend, the two shipwreckers.
Yeah.
They look. I was like, this is so unserious. But anywho, it was a difficult watch. But let's start with the headline: David and Lo. That was beyond shocking to me. And one of the things you told me before we started recording that I was shocked. I wish we had been recording. Okay, my mouth was open. You said he's a therapist.
He's a therapist. I went on his Instagram, and I think he had said in the first episode that he was a therapist, so he worked in mental health, but I kind of just like brushed it off. Especially because he hadn't been given too many like red flags for real up until he mentioned the whole thing about, not being sexually compatible with Lo. But yeah, I ended up going to his Instagram and I got a little bit of tea from like post interviews and all that stuff. But yeah, he is a therapist and he charged $500 per session.
Child, get your money back, people. Get your money back, okay?
I'm like, oh no. Everybody ain't able.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't able.
That, like, to me, this is the thing about David. It's like, I think he thinks that he is considerate and he's doing all the right things because he's like pausing before he speaks. He takes a long time. I'd be like, what's going on in the head there? It's 45 minutes, as we see, but he takes a long time to say what he's saying, and he says it very slowly, and it gives that like he's being deliberate about what he's saying, which he is, I guess. But also the issue is, rewind, like before we get to what comes out of your mouth, let's talk about what's in your head. Let's talk about your character. You get what I'm saying? You're a coward. You get what I'm saying? You are a coward. Like the way those girls called him out, like, you a pussy, you are this, you not. They were 100% accurate. He was didn't have balls. Coward. He's a coward. And that's why at the end when Val was like, well, you just let the people shut you up because, girl, you done, surprise, you, the prize of getting him was that he is a coward. That's one. Two, to be a therapist, why can't you understand that this date, slapping her ass, I don't understand how you didn't think this was going to lead to something. You get what I'm saying? Tell me something. If I had known, I would have put boundaries in place. You knew right then. You knew right then. And you could have said, I'm not going to slap your ass, and I'm going to put the sheet that they gave me over you a little bit because I'm in a relationship and I don't want to disrespect that. So we're just going to have to sit here and chit chat. Let me get to know you as a person because I'm not doing all the body rubbing. Or he could have declined the date. Could he have declined it because they asked?
Now, from what I heard, you can't decline the date. You can't decline the date because I wrote that down too. Why can't he just say no? And then you gave him the most intimate date of the season.
That's why I came with the show.
They knew what they were doing. They set that up. But I was with Cry when he said, you're a grown-ass man. You either do something you want to do or you don't. Like, if you don't want to do it, you ain't got to do it. And that's what be tripping me out about people. It's like, y'all be acting like, oh, I just wasn't thinking. I didn't think. That's a lack of self-control. That got nothing to do with thinking. Thinking is the afterthought, in my opinion. It's the afterthought. You have no impulse control if you cannot regulate yourself in the midst of temptation.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. And that's what be wrong with folks, and why I personally can't rock with people who be cheating. Like, and that is why I have come to this, I guess you could say, awareness. I don't know what it is, but this new revelation in my life where it's like, I can't trust you. You are not to be trusted. Like, the way even the men was coming at him, like, it's like, yeah, bro, we can't be friends, because why in the world would you dog out somebody like that in this way? It's absolutely, and him being a therapist, the deliberation is that, right? Like, sometimes when you understand things, and I don't even want to come for the profession, because that's not what I'm doing. There's a lot of great therapists out there, but when you understand behavior, when you understand and can pick up on patterns in people, just like he said, when Val's friend came and was like, Val's friend seems like a straight shooter, she don't take no shit, so I have to be honest. It's like, no, you should have been honest with Lo, but you didn't feel like she was a straight. It was something about Lo, it's something about Val that you didn't feel like you could do that with, or you didn't have to, so you did it. You gave them what you thought would continue to feed whatever your motivation was in this relationship, right? But you saw this other girl was like, oh, the way she asking me questions, I know she gonna hold me to the fire, so let me go ahead and be honest, and I hope that my honesty gets rewarded.
Yeah.
I hope the fact that I've just been honest, it gets rewarded, right? Like,
yeah, I also feel like he because of, and it's so interesting, just having found out that he's a therapist colors a lot of what, like, my thoughts, because one, it's like, how are you a therapist? You know what I'm saying? But then on the other side, it's like, that's where all that trying to deliberate, trying to say the right thing, but whole time not being authentic, because even when Lo asked him what was it, that was your opportunity, sir, to tell her the sexual compatibility issues. But leave that alone. How about when it happened? You get what I'm saying? Instead of leaning further in, how about you recognize that I am not sexually compatible with you, I guess, whatever that means. So, like, let me tell you that. And let me tell you that it's like he don't want to confront and do hard things, because, again, ding, 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 he's a coward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't want to do the hard things. So that's why he never told Lo. That's why when Val started coming up on him, he don't stop it. That's why at the end when Val was like, you let the people get you to stop and you didn't say what was about me. That's why he had them on there for 45 minutes. It's like coward is a part of his personality, and he needs to take special attention to cut that down. You know what I'm saying? He needs to take special attention to deal with that. And so for him, because try to gaslight her ass, talking something, it was because I didn't like how you handled it. Meanwhile, in confessional, you said, I felt the way she handled it was fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, he said the complete opposite. And then secondly, you're going to say like, oh, I don't want to embarrass her. Bitch, you saying in the confessionals, and you saying to guys on the boat that you are not sexually compatible. Like somebody said, I don't remember who, it's all going to get out. It got out. So say it to her. Do her the decency. I couldn't with David. David is the most like ridiculous, the most ridiculous man I done seen on a reality TV show in a little minute.
He definitely is taking the cake for the ridiculousness, 110%.
You remember that line on Insecure? Did you watch Insecure? Right? You watched the show?
I was in and out with it.
In and out.
Yeah.
I might have to take your Black Girls Talking TV card, okay? I don't understand how you could be in and out on Insecure. That's the most important series of our lifetime.
I keep saying I'm gonna sit down
of our generation.
Yes. I agree. I'm not taking that away. I think what I have watched, it's a great show, but it was coming out while I was getting my PhD, honey. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Okay. But anywho, there's a line where she says, you're like something like, you're the worst type of fuckboy because you think you're a nice guy, but you're not. And you can say like, you think you're a good guy, but you're not. You're really a fuckboy. And that's what David is to a T. Yeah. And that's why Lo fell for him, because it's like he's giving nice guy energy. You know what I'm saying? But his character is of fuckboy nature, because there is no way that his indecisive ass shouldn't have been more decisive about, one, asking her to be his girlfriend. Why would you ask her if you have all these concerns and if you can be swayed? And then him acting like a child. Him act like, before I get to the acting like a child, before I get to the child though, decisiveness is a hallmark, I think, of manhood. You gotta be decisive. You can't be wishy-washy in the wind. So that's the first little flag. But the childishness of going into a situation with a scantily clad woman in a show that is for titillation and teasing. You know what I'm saying? What I'm sounding like Umar or somebody going on a show for all of that with all of that shit. And your ass thought that you weren't gonna get tempted. You weren't gonna get tempted. Like that was like a child's thought. We all knew that.
This is the thing. David has a history of cheating.
David, I didn't even know that meant.
Yeah.
Did he say that before?
Oh, yeah, but he also... So him and Val made it out, right? And they dated, and he cheated on Val. He cheated on Val.
That's what she get. That's what she get. I'm not even going to play nothing on that girl. Right, because that's what she get.
How you get them is how you lose them. Yes. I 110% believe that. But I'm like, David clearly has an issue. Like, even him preferring women who have had alterations done to their body, right? Yeah. Like, to me, that lets me know that you like this hypersexualized version of a woman. You objectify women. And so it would be very difficult for you to even operate in a space of care and concern when all you looking for is something that is going to arouse you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I also heard that he had his own issues in the bedroom. When he drank, it couldn't stay up.
Well, that's what Lo said, but I was thinking it was just because of the sexual incompatibility. No? Somebody else said that?
I mean, Lo said that, but Lo also said that there were times when it
okay, you know, I got you.
I mean, is it the sexual compatibility? I mean,
I was thinking that's what it was, but I don't know, you know.
Child.
I was thinking that's what it was, but I don't know. If somebody else say it though, then I'll be like, okay. Because I mean, if you're not attracted to the girl, he's not attracted to the girl. It's like whatever. We not all like. There's some people who I see and I'm like, how in the world they got somebody? I don't know, but more power to them because there's somebody for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So beauty is an eye of the beholder. So I'm not even trying to say or sexual compatibility or chemistry or whatever. It's in the eye of the beholder.
But where I was going with that, if he does have issues, it might be like he needs the over exaggerated version of a woman. It's like, you know, when you have a compulsion, you need more and more and more and more and more. You need more stimulation. You need more ass. You need more titties, right? Like it's like when you're constantly watching porn, you get more and more and more and more and more aggressive, right? And so I was like, he'd have probably gotten to the point where it's like a woman in her natural form, beautiful or not, it's not pleasing to him. He needs something that is exaggerated because he don't walk this line. Like we know we know that you potentially have an issue with self-control if you out here cheating on everybody. You out here getting everybody in a relationship to please them, trying to tell them what they want to hear. You people pleasing and doing all of this. You can't decide, and you talking about you ain't sexually compatible with Lo. Please.
I just had a thought in my head that, like, if I ever was, like, in a therapy session or something like that, and he was the therapist that showed up on my side, I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, imagine the person oh, yes, no, hell no. I got to step out of this. Yeah. Or if you're actually his client, like, child, it's a trip.
And I do believe that there is probably some aspects of him, especially with the way he started off, that he thought, like, if I come in, you know, I go after what I don't usually go for. I talk about how she could be a wife and how great she is and how I'm turning a new leaf. Maybe he thought his clientele was going to go up from this. But
that's a horrible reason to say these things to someone, you know, no matter what.
As soon as he was getting that tip rocked, I said, oh, baby, I wonder what they saw in that psychological evaluation on him that said, you know what, let's bring in somebody that's going to tempt him.
Yeah.
I do wonder what was picked up on that, because I do feel just like it was revealed with Tyra that they use your traumas and things that they find out about you and put it in the show. I do think that still happens with these reality shows.
Yeah. And they look at who they picked. All these men were unserious. You get what I'm saying? There were so many of them were unserious. Not all of them. Like Karai and Tim surprised me because he was the one. Didn't he say reform fuckboy? I was just like, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. But Tim. I was like, yeah. Those guys, they seem to have some good sense about them, and I really loved how they handled David. Like you said, like the speech Karai gave was just on point. He checked him at every point. He was just like, you know, this is not, it shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? The like, he checked him at every point.
He did. He was like, it's the way you went about it. If you didn't like her, you didn't like her. He was like, you know, the sexual compatibility. Good. And when he said that, Karai was like, like, bro, stop. Like, who the fuck you think you playing right now? Like, I'm a man too, and I understand. But you asked that girl to be your girlfriend the day before you went and got your dick sucked.
Yeah, that's the indecisive shit showing up.
Yeah,
it's like,
be real.
Anyway, a man, when you put your foot down, the foot need to be down. Okay, y'all want us to respect these men.
I can't stand nobody, man or woman, who just jumps at attention. Like, you don't even know how to like decipher or get to know somebody. You just jump right at it, and it's so unhealthy. And it is. And if anybody is like that who is listening, I do pray that you turn a leaf, because you will destroy your life doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even think, like, let me think about STDs. Let me think about the fact that pregnancy can happen. Let me think about how this one quick moment because of some attention can ruin my life, because you are not taking the chance to get to know somebody before you just run with it. And I am saying that as a woman who has struggled with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you got to get there. You got to get there, and sooner is way better than later. My babies, as Monique would say, my babies. Sooner is better than later. Please get there. Don't let these men out here looking at you be enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. And that's what David was given. Oh, this girl likes me. She's completely my type. Even what she was saying, Val, he's my type down to a T. It's like, who gives a fuck? Being your type physically is not enough.
Yeah, like, it's not enough. Because let's actually get into Val. Because I'm gonna say we're gonna talk about Val, because I have some thoughts on Lo too, but I want to talk about this Val situation because the conversation.
Anything that we have to say about Lo don't even scratch the surface of what I got to say about Val.
yeah. So let's get into. But so when Karai was like, when he was like, what? Oh yeah,
that's where we were.
Huh? Yeah, that's he was
that's
like,
where we were.
Yeah. He was like, what happened on the date? What happened on the date? He leaned in. I was like, he about to tell him, because I could tell the way he's leaning in. He about to tell him. And when Karai went like, oh my, like he was everybody. I feel like in that moment when he leaned back and was like, not a BJ, not a BJ. That's what did it. That's what got you a BJ. Say that one more time. I didn't hear you, girl.
You with the long hair.
Yeah. I couldn't even. I was like, and I do think that a lot of the girls were trying to be very nice to Val, because, especially if you don't know about the BJ, it's not her fault that he's going to do something like this, right? However, I do blame Val in this in so many ways, because it's like, you were determined to get that man. You know what I'm saying? You were determined to get him. And not only that, it's like me personally, I do think that there should be value attached to your sexual escapades with somebody. Like, it should not just be, oh, I like you, oh, I'm feeling you in this moment. People need to exercise restraint to get to know other people, just so you're not hurt. I think a lot of times, like Val was saying something about don't slut shame me. And it's like, it's not so much about slut shaming, but when people point out that someone's having sex very early in a dynamic, it points to your self-worth a little bit in saying that you don't feel that you are worthy of getting to know whether this person can actually hurt you. You get what I'm saying? You're risking your sexual health. You're risking your heart. Unless you're like, if you're just like, oh, I just want a nut, whatever. Okay. Then you're not risking your heart, but you are risking some sexual health issues, right? You're risking potential of pregnancy. You're risking potential of violence. Like, somebody could literally,
embarrassment. what,
but
you're on a
embarrassment is
TV
the
show.
least of the things. But violence, like, you don't know this person. They could be a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you haven't taken time long enough to get to know this person to recognize if he is safe for you. Like, that's literally why it points to lack of self-worth. It's like, you need to get to know this person long enough to figure out on all these different cylinders, are they safe for me? I love myself enough to only put myself in circumstances where I am safe, because who knows, did he fucking use a condom with Lo? Does Lo have, I guess on the show everybody probably does STD testing before they go on, but maybe they don't, because maybe they don't expect them like Love Island to be fucking or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they just go on the show, so who knows?
And I don't even care about that, because I don't know what the time frame is between testing and getting on the boat, but you could have had sex with somebody else and now you got something.
Yeah.
I don't have,
like, you could have sex the day before. You don't have time to incubate,
right,
like, and show up on the test that you had the next day. You're like,
yeah, if that even happens, either way, it's like, girl, like, no, you, like you said, she was determined to get that man. She wanted to prove a point, and then she wanted care and generosity, and concern from everybody. And it's like, you don't necessarily deserve that, because this is what you wanted, babes. You made your bed. You have to lay in it.
Yep.
You and David got to lay in that bed together that y'all was so quick to make. Y'all, it took a little massage for you to, oh my God, the sexual compatibility is so there. So you have to act on it. Like,
yeah. It's like, it's off the chain. The one thing I will say though, I feel like the fact that Lo and David were obviously in a coupled up situation. Now, I know that they only been there a little while. I do think there is something a little greasy about her going after him with a BJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that her words, and we'll get into all of this when we talk about Lo, her words about, like, he's not expressing that to me, you know, I think there's a valid, like, the door was open because David left the door open, right? But I think that given that she recognized he was in something, she could have allowed him to pursue her a little bit more. And I understand she's on the bottom and she's trying to get to the top, but there is something about the aggressive nature that she pursued him with that I do think is a little, there's something not kosher about that.
Yeah, it's nasty, because even with all the things that Lo was saying, if David did not initiate those conversations with you, you could have asked. Just even like girl code. You could have just asked, right? Like, it ain't even got to be a friend thing, but like, these are the things that Lo was saying. Like, I just want to know where you're at, because I don't want to be disrespectful of what y'all have going on. Like, it's so simple, right? Like, even if you feel like it's not serious, that is how you hold that man accountable and put him to the fire to say, no, tell me what it is, so now I'm not your little sex doll that's getting you off because we got sexual chemistry. Because it was so easy to just ask, right? But it's like, I'm gonna ignore it all. I'm gonna see what David brings up. If David doesn't bring it up, then it's cool. But it's like, you did that to put David in the position to be the wrong guy without thinking about how it makes you look, like what this says about you and your character, to not even confirm. You just left it in a space of deny, so that you can have, what is it called, plausible deniability? Like, I didn't know, so I just acted in what I didn't know. It's like, no, get the information. And that goes back to, you moving too quick. You're not asking enough questions.
Absolutely.
You ain't give no time to figure out the lay of the land, you know. And that's how people get caught up with married men. Oh, I just take whatever they, oh, the wife ain't shit, I don't like the wife. No,
whole time that's not even the truth, you know.
That's not even you ain't asking the questions because you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You want to operate in your selfishness.
And I felt like her, like, getting all sobby about, like, this has been this has tainted our story. Even like at the end when Christine was like, oh, I feel like they need to have their story on their own. It's like, no, this is a part of their story. You get what I'm saying? You can't have their love story without this element. And not only that, it's like, you both, like you said, made your bed, you have to lay in it. You chose this man knowing all this mess is here. Like, I remember there was I had a friend long story short, I said to her, like, there was a lot going on. He was bringing a lot of drama into her life. You know what I'm saying? Like other women, people call. I'm like, this is not the man that God has for you, because I could just tell you that off of the fact that he come into your life with all his wrecking all his havoc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's too much stuff. This is not what God don't have this experience for you. You know what I'm saying? And so when you look at this situation with Val, it's like, do you really think that somebody bringing you into a garbage pail of a situation, you think that that's for you?
Yeah. Let alone that 40-minute decision, baby. I would have had to drop. If I was Low or Val, I would have been, bye, back first. You hear me? Because
hell fucking yes.
Like, I'm gone. Decision is made for you, because you're not about to sit up here and take 45 minutes to decide whether or not you want to be with me or another.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Like,
I don't care if we've known each other for a day, 2 hours, 30 seconds, babes. Yes. If you don't know whether or not you want to occupy space with me and it's a decision and you can't make it, I will make it for you. Because it ain't nothing for me.
I said that exact same thing. I
at a certain point, Lo stood up there.
Yeah,
I don't know why Lo.
I'm like, did production require them?
I have no idea.
I would have been like, fuck the production.
Drop it, bitch. Drop it.
I would have jumped. Absolutely, because it's like it was at certain points like, why would you take him back if he's this unsure about you?
Yeah, like, it's that need for closure and that need to know. That's what it is. And sometimes we gotta let that go. It's nothing to know. What you saw was he's taking forever to decide whether or not he wants to be with me or whatever is going on. Even the whole like, I don't think you would be okay with what happened. Oh, great. You're right. If you don't think I'll be okay with it, probably not. Gotta go. Don't even need to know. Like, but that need to know, that need to close, that need to have that conversation is what keeps women in cycles a lot of times. Go with what you do know. You don't need to fill in the gap sometimes.
Yeah. And on that point, before I'm gonna say something about Val, and then we're gonna get on Low. But on that point, I remember seeing this Instagram reel. They were talking about this con artist who had conned the same person multiple times, right? And basically what he was saying is how he was able to do it was because they were coming to him trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? Coming to him being like, what's this? They're confronting him. And so it gave him an opportunity to chat and say, oh, your money, it's made a lot of money. You know, it's doubled. So let me send it to you. And they like, oh, my money done doubled? No, you ain't got to send it back to me. You can just keep it, let it do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And that man could scam them again. Let me actually send a little bit more. I didn't realize they had double. I thought that blah, 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 blah. I was getting concerned, but so they got an opportunity to talk them down. So I say all that to say, when you say this need for closure, agreed. If the guy's a gaslighter, you go into the gaslighter, you're going to get gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? He a manipulator. You go into the manipulator, you're going to get manipulation. You know what I'm saying? He's a liar. You go into the liar, he going to give you more lying. They are what they are. But anyway, let me say this one thing about Val. It was giving, beyond just the sexual piece of it, giving kind of low self-worth, but it was giving, I want to explain everything away from him for him. I want to be right. I want to not be wrong. And she kept talking about all the things. Like when her friend was there, she's like, oh, the fact that my friend, supported me. It's like, both y'all crazy, because that cheating story and the taking 45 minutes should have been like all the red flags that friend needed to say, girl, go, run. You know what I'm saying?
She's trying to save face for her friend.
Yeah. I feel like she's trying to save face this whole time. She's living for perception. She wanted to get him because she wants to be seen as the woman who got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even know about David.
I love you at the end.
Yeah, it's like everything is about perception. She wanted him to tell the people what they love about, because it's about perception. It's like, you need to get down to some authenticity, girl. You need to get down to some, okay, how do I feel, you know what I'm saying, about this whole situation, and stop worrying about what it looks like and stop trying to maneuver for that. But so that's that. But let's get into Low real quick. I ain't gonna do too much on the girl, but this is why he ain't your man. So he say he your man. He not your. Well, he did say it, actually. He did say he was her man. But the part about where she was saying to Val, when Val first came on there, that he's my man. He's taken. Don't worry, we're having kids. Da, da, da. She was doing all the chit chatting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Not when he says your man. When he acts and in accordance with that, like, oh, we're good. We're good. I appreciate the interest, but we're good. He turned Bella's ass down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the interest, but I am in something that I feel confirmed with. And then the girl probably would have went on about her way, because she doesn't give. I mean, she could have still kept going. She could have, but I think that she would have probably gone on her way. And so it's like, don't be fighting the battles, Lo. Like, don't be jumping out there. Let him do. You don't need to fight no battles.
Yeah, don't be with
anyone
who's gonna even put you in the ring to fight.
Right.
It should.
Right. Yeah. Like what I said before, God ain't got that for you. He ain't got that for you to be fighting all the battles against the women. The man is going to fight the battles for you. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
And for himself. Because he views this as being what's best for me.
Yes, no, for real. No, I saw a TikTok the other day where this girl, she came home and she was telling her husband how this man kept trying to pursue her in the store, and she just kept putting her hand up like, I'm married. Like, I'm married. And he was like, it feel good, don't it? And then he turned around and was like, and that's why you got to put a big rock on that finger to make sure it's known, okay? It can be seen. This right here is accounted for. You ain't got to worry about it, honey. And he was like, it felt good. He just put that hand up. And she was like, yeah. I was like, exactly. That's why I did it, to make sure everybody know this is mine. Like, you ain't even gotta don't even try it. Try it.
But yeah, Lo was giving too invested before he gave actionable, not just words, not just
we don't know everything he was saying to her. True. And they love to edit the women to seem like the dumbasses when we don't ever get to hear what the man is saying all the time.
And I don't think she looked bad. I just think that she stepped out there a little bit too firmly off of her feelings and off the vibes. He should have been the one to step out there. Like, if you're scared that he won't clarify, then that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have calm in your heart that he will clarify what needs to be clarified. Or you need to have a conversation with him that you need to clarify, sir. And then, because maybe he just like thick in the head. He don't recognize that, sometimes the men be.
This ain't that. This
ain't that. But a conversation, that's a you, him. To the world, he need to be the one. You know what I'm saying? If you're sitting here and you have an issue with something he's doing, you can say to him, sir, you need to make that clear. That there needs to be no ambiguity right there. And then he need to go do that. But she was stepping up too much to the girl that I felt like that should have been him all day.
And it gave her a challenge. But yeah. Anything else on them, or should we go ahead and move into
all the other shenanigans?
Yeah,
because everybody else was it's like this was the story and everything else was at the bottom. What you want to talk about? We got Andrew. Let's go with
Bella and Andrew, because they both were some early exits. Not early. Well, Bella was an early exit, but Andrew. Yeah. But anyway, Bella, she had her moment. She put on that dress. Me personally, I didn't like that dress.
I didn't
but that
either.
Was just. I was like, okay, this is the debut dress. And I did feel her on, like, I'm in a group full of people who don't understand me, and I don't want to be here. And so
I kind of was feeling like she's just not used to getting her way. I mean, excuse me, the opposite. She's used to getting her way. She's not used to experiencing a moment where she wasn't chosen or whatever. And so it was too overwhelming for her emotionally. And so I'm not mad that she did it, but it felt like it wasn't all the growth that she was talking about. It felt like it was just succumbing to the fact that I'm not the seen as the prize here, and so I'm gonna leave. Now I do think in real life that's a good decision. I'm not wanted here, so I'll leave. But I guess this is her real life. So I mean, I'm not mad at it. I just think that
I think it was an opportunity for growth for her, because she got to see that, like, in every space you might not be that girl. Like,
and I think overall that she maybe has to recognize that, like, it's cool if they don't see it, because you see it. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that all the crying, all the other stuff, and the leaving, I feel like it was just a symptom of they don't see it, so I feel bad, so I'm gonna go. It's like they don't need to see it if you see it. And I feel like she's gonna try to go into the next whatever environment where it's like, oh, they see it. And I mean, it's hard to talk about this aspect because I think that's valid. Like, you need to go around where you are loved and stuff like that. But I think the issue I have is the breaking down because they don't see it. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue that I don't think she's young
though, so I felt like it was
decided to leave.
Yeah, I think it was developmentally appropriate, quite honestly.
I can see
Like,
that. She is young.
yeah, she's young, and so like it's something that she has to grow into and understand, right? Like, already at a young age, she's decided to go get her boobs done and get these huge boobs for whatever reason. She feels like that communicates to the world something, right? Whether it's for herself, to others, whatever. Not in her head, but I think it was a good opportunity for growth. Sometimes you got to get rejected. You know, like rejection is a powerful experience. Yes. And so I think it was good for her to have this type of experience on TV. And like, she still has been received, you know, very well. So I think there's a good contrast that's coming out of this. And if I'm not mistaken, she on another show. She already on Vanderpump Villa. I didn't even know Vanderpump had a villa, but they got a villa with a whole bunch of reality TV people. She on there, Gia on there, and Lexi is on there. I think
She is on there. Gia doesn't give me that she was going to do another reality show per se. Interesting.
Well, all these people got on this because they want to be reality TV.
No, true, because it is like scum of the bottom of the ocean, all that whatever. You know, bottom of the barrel. It was given that.
But yeah, let's go on to Andrew. Yeah. Andrew Child, he another one, baby. Now he's the opposite. The rejection, he was wiping that thing off like it was a pile of ants on him. He was like, no, not me. Never getting rejected. Yeah. Never.
But I feel like he doesn't really believe that in his head. I think he just puts on a front, you know,
yeah, definitely.
Because them sideburns, the way that shit took him out, calling his mother.
Baby,
sir. I'm glad they showed it too
about Andrew, because I was just like, he
too unserious. That's why I said unserious man. He wanted them. This is too unserious. Be fucking for real. Get out of my face.
Everything. Like, I'm like, how did this even happen? When he was on the phone with his mama, I was wondering, if I was his mom, I'd be like, boy, get it together, or bring your ass home if you can't handle it. Like, cause what's happening here?
Yeah, she said, what do you want me to do about it?
Right.
He's like, talk me. That's that lack of emotional regulation. He's like, talk me through it, make me feel better, or something. He said to her, like basically he wanted her to make him feel like emotionally better. It's like, that's that lack of emotional regulation. And was he like 27? What was he?
I don't even know, child. Whatever age it was, it was too
old enough to know better.
Yes, okay.
Not age appropriate.
Because I can't even see a 16-year-old acting like that.
Yeah, no, that's facts. No, I can't see a teenager, and that's the problem, though. Actually, that's the problem. But yeah, anything else on him? Because we got a couple couples that had to walk the plank.
We
had
Karai and what's her name? Leela. I was surprised that they didn't get more votes, but also too, I guess like we didn't really get to see their connection too much. I still don't
feel
really
like that was a strategic vote. That's what I think personally. I think it was a strategic vote, and that's why I think we're with, because I didn't expect Tim and Gia to win. I felt like I felt like they were a stronger couple. James and Lexi, I feel like were a stronger couple. Even though I talked shit about them in the beginning, I still talk shit about them both, but they seemed like they was in it. You know what I'm saying? They seemed like they was in it. But I think
Karai and Leela?
No, Lexi and James. I was just saying, I think
Karai and
I was saying I think that Karai and Leela were a strategic vote, just like I think Lexi and James were a strategic vote. Well, Lexi and James were everyone voting. So maybe they weren't strategic, but it felt like why didn't they get higher than James and Val? That was confusing to me, because clearly y'all see these they like each other.
Yeah, I thought James and Lexi were gonna win.
Yeah.
My winner pick, for sure.
So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think that sometimes some of it was like strategy, hateration, whatever, that contributed to some of these stronger couples going home. Because I think Karai and Leela were strong. I don't think that they were a weaker couple. I think they appeared strong. And I think that's why when David brought them up and they were like, oh, be fucking for real. Like, next, it's like this retribution thing. And I think personally, like, you can see in how David, that's why I talk about that calculated therapist ass shit, because you could see how he voted each time. He never came for weak couples, clearly weak couples. He always came for a stronger couple. And like when he turned to Gia and Tim and was like, you two, you know, he always came for strong couples because it's strategic. He's trying to knock out competition. So I think that's what some of that was with them.
Yeah, agreed. But I will say I'm not sure if Karai and Leela are still together. I did see an interview that Karai did where he was like, "Oh, we're not, gonna speak on that right now." So I'm assuming maybe he can't reveal it. I don't know when he would be able to. I also don't know when that interview was. It could have been a little bit older. But they might. He did say in the interview that they've seen each other a few times since production wrapped up.
Because they're not together. It's not given together. A few times.
Yeah, but he didn't deny it. There are other people who are saying already, like with the same interview, or we're not together, or this happened, or this happened. So I don't know. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, well, I guess I'll just keep my eye on it and just send it to you in the DM, or if you know, let us know in the comments. But yeah, then we have James and Lexi. Like we said, we thought they were probably one of the top runners. They're not together anymore. I didn't see that.
You're fucking kidding me. That's a shock right there. That's why this all is unserious. The two of them.
From what I've heard, it's because of Lexi. Lexi got off that boat and said, "I just want to focus on myself." And Lexi is on this new show, Vanderpump Villa, which seems to have been recorded very soon after this show. So it's giving, I'm finna focus on my reality TV career and I'm out of here.
Yeah, that's interesting, girl. I believed in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I believed in you. I couldn't see it. I was like, I feel like you can do way better than James, girl. But
I actually like them together. I ain't got too much against James.
Maybe I don't think he's
a little. He's a little childish, but I feel like he was one of the younger ones, and so he's just acting his age, And
I guess.
I mean, they had that little issue with the spin the bottle.
I thought all them spin the bottle moments. I feel like the women were like being doing little. Too much. Yeah, it's like come on
they
now.
Were. Yeah, girl. G was really doing the most because I'm like, girl, you took this into the bed, you took this into the night, like. But yeah, but let's get into them. Gia and Tim, they won. They did that little montage at the end with all the pictures. Girl, Tim said that wasn't even real. That the production just got together and did a little montage, but they ain't been on that trip yet. They're also not together, but they ain't did that trip.
What? They didn't have their trip?
Still waiting on it. Still waiting on it.
What kind of show doesn't give you your trip?
I have no idea. One that's barely paid for.
I know, because it's like this wasn't even that good of a prize. I will say that. Like sometimes people play for money, like Love Island, they playing for $100,000, right? Or split it 50-50. This, like, they said it's $100,000 trip
around the world.
But
look, that, and I'm like, it's probably not even all of that, because unless y'all staying in the resorts, like.
And I'm also like, around the world, I thought it was just a destination. They do better. Do better. Whoever paid for this, do better. That's why I could tell from the casting though that they just scattered some people together, and it's given this a scattered ass show. Not getting the prize. I ain't got time.
Yeah. And then we also had Keith and Delaney.
Oh yeah.
Keith,
I knew they
Keith was giving everything a police and militant man would. Okay. Yeah. When they had that conversation, I'm so happy the friend came in and was like, is he going to accept you? Yeah. Because you like doing these things. This is what you want to do. And he was giving very much so, I want my girl at the house. I believe in the traditional way of things. And when he said, you're a representation of me, I about lost it. I said,
Yeah. It was giving, what is it, the manosphere or whatever they talk about. Like, it was giving all of that. And part of me was like, well, I ain't gonna go that far, but it's a pipeline. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, he's somewhere on the pipeline for sure.
And I'm like, I don't really know how much police officers make, but I'm like, is your police officer income gonna supplement the lifestyle she's already created for herself as a model and an influencer? I don't know about that, sir.
And he kept being like, she's like, when she brought it up that I'm not sure if you're gonna accept me, he was all like, I would. I just don't want these things. And it's like,
Right.
sir.
You already going down the list of what you not accepting.
Yeah. It's like, that's her. Okay. Let's just call it a thing. So I liked her, even though we didn't see her a lot. I liked her and her friend. I was like, they probably the most serious people on this show.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Everybody else unserious to the 10th degree,
Yeah. Yeah, and through all of it, Prasad, he went out. He was very much so full of himself. He was trying to get with the lady. That didn't really work out.
Yeah.
And then we had
Sophia.
we had the little, what was it, little beach party thing with Sophia.
The exes came back.
Yeah. Was that Sophia? What's her name? Yeah,
Sophia.
Was it Sophia?
Yeah,
Sophia and Reese. Yeah, they said, child, as soon as y'all got on this boat, y'all out. Like,
yeah.
That was kind of funny. Yeah. It was like, we're not doing this. But
yeah, I think he was interested in her. I wasn't faulting Sophia for how she operated in any kind of way, but I also wasn't sure that she was interested back in him,
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't sure either. She was... Everybody on here though was trying to get they stake in reality TV, and sometimes they say everybody got a price, and so this is where their price started. So
all right, anything else on this, girl?
Yeah, this is it for Love Overboard. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And we will see you for the other shows that we are covering. Beyond the Villa just came out, so we have some thoughts on that as well. We got Survivor that's still going. We've had a guest every single week, so that's been fun. Perfect Match is coming up. We also have $1 Million Secret on Netflix that we'll be covering, and Imperfect Women. So we got lots of content for y'all to go and indulge in. So we'll catch you for all of that. Bye.